Cheryl Reese, 48.
Ian Reese, 19.
Ramon Perez, 22.
Angel Perez, 24.
Miguel Perez, 52.
Brandon Reese, 56.
You may have heard of the phrase, adopt, don't shop. Do you have any idea what it actually means? It may sound like it's related to clothes or babies, but it sure isn't. It is actually a phrase worth saving thousands of dogs' lives. This phrase promotes adopting dogs from shelters rather than buying them from a store or a puppy mill. You may be wondering what's behind the movement and why is it controversial? The American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals reports that roughly 6.5 million companion animals enter shelters each year. When the phrase adopt, don't shop is embedded into puppy shoppers' minds, it can reduce the number of dogs in shelters each year as well as lower the number of puppy mills. Puppy mills are facilities where dogs are forced to breed their whole lives until they are physically incapable. The ASPCA informs us that pet stores can emphasize their breeder's USDA license. To obtain this license, a breeder must follow certain standards, but the standards are incredibly low, falling far short of what the average person may consider humane. Because of this, often puppy mills are in horrid conditions. Puppy mills are confined to overcrowded cages with minimal shelter from extreme weather, and no choice but to sit and sleep on their own and each other's waste. These animals also suffer from malnutrition or starvation. This is due to inadequate or unsanitary food and water. The animals that become sick and almost are near to death usually will not receive veterinary care. Dogs coming from puppy mills also contain poor genetics. According to Roscoe Village Animal Hospital, illness and disease are common in dogs from puppy mills because puppy mill operators often fail to apply proper husbandry practices that would remove sick dogs from their pools. Puppies from puppy mills are prone to disorders such as Puppies from puppy mills are prone to congenital and hereditary conditions, including heart disease, blood disorders, and becoming deaf and blind. Commercial kennels tend to breed many different breeds in one facility. They're not interested in the healthy promotion of a certain breed, but rather how many sales they can make. These mills often produce for quantity and not quality, and charge an absurd amount for the poor quality. Every time a pet store sells a puppy, another takes its place, thus continuing the cycle of puppy mills and its cruelty. If these dogs aren't sold quickly, the owner continues to slash the price until the puppies are sold. The less they sell for, the less profit the store makes. This means the store will order fewer puppies from puppy mills and ultimately produce fewer dogs. Unlike shelters, commercial kennels sell their puppies to anyone. Very few people know do the correct amount of research before becoming a pet parent. Therefore, they are unaware of the weekly, monthly, and annual cost of dog parenthood. As a result, these dogs are left in shelters or on the streets. According to the ASPCA, from the 6.5 million animals entering shelters each year, approximately 3.2 are dogs. When buying a dog from a shelter, you are saving 3 lives: your dog, yourself, and you open up a home for another dog. Because of the limited amount of space in animal shelter, millions of animals are euthanized each year, and around 1.2 million are dogs. According to the ASPCA, among shelter dogs, more are euthanized than adopted. This open spot decreased those numbers and gives dog an opportunity to become a loved pet as well. When you buy a shelter dog, you are fighting back against the cruel breeding. By adopting from a local rescue, you are giving back to your community instead of helping the cruel breeder profit. You can spend up to $2,000 on a male dog. Adopt a shelter pet for an adoption fee as little as $25. Any dog you choose as your match, they have any dog you will choose and it may be your match. Many people are afraid they aren't able to find the dog that they're looking for, one that fits their schedule and their household. Many shelters carry a great variety of healthy dogs. Many are purebred, socialized, and come in all different ages. If you are in need of a dog, to just hang out while you're working at home, those older dogs will do it. These shelters also know much more information about the dogs they're selling versus the pet stores. Now that you're aware of the phrase adopt, don't shop, according to the ASPCA, 34% of pets get their dogs from breeders, while 23% get theirs from shelters. Let's flip these around and continue to lower the percent of puppy mills around the U.S. Adopting a dog from a shelter not only means you are giving these animals a second chance to live a happy life, but you are also saving 2 puppy lives. What could be better than a lifelong friend? In your time with your rescue dog, you'll have a pal and a beloved family member. You'll never feel lonely, and neither will your shelter dog. This is why you should shop and never adopt. You should adopt and never shop.